Hello, as I said, doing a replay review of Potlatch by Fnovc2d. This is a map that I come across while I was speedrunning to try and clear out some of the new expedition rewards that were just added. You might see I've just entered a relatively open room there. Died pretty much immediately because I didn't know where to go. But while I was dead, I scouted out that there was a exit on the right here. And then I come into this room, bombs, piston incinerator corridor, and I would have been fine if a second set of bombs hadn't fallen. But I didn't realize I triggered another bomb trap and tried to back up, and can't back up when I'm standing in a piston incinerator corridor. So I come across this here as well. Apparently if I'm not quick enough I can just die to that plasma sentinel that I was trying to kill to just move towards it faster. So I start changing my game plan to be just a little bit slower. And then I realize that I can't grapple jump through this room either. I need to just do a grapple. Though muscle memory is painful in this case. And I actually struggle to not grapple, to not jump. Here I find that this end part of this room is a little bit more dangerous than I thought it was, so I definitely need to go around that corner into where the bombs are all going to be. Got killed by that again. As I said, muscle memory is painful in this case. It's a very well set up little trap here. Like, you go through two fairly dangerous rooms pretty quickly into some like smaller setups immediately, so you can't just like skip them as easily. But going up into this area turns out to be quite safe, though there are a lot of deadman switches behind me, and I don't know how that one was going off, because it was like there was one go off, there was another go off, and it's the third in the chain that got me. And it's really hard to chain those, realistically. That was just me holding W when I shouldn't have. But yeah, it's really hard to chain the deadman switches beyond about 2. Once you get about a second one, that's generally the limit of what most people can set up. And I don't know if it's like set up for that, or if it's just the fact if it's set up for that, or if it's just the fact that maybe it hit something weirdly, and I got unlucky. Doesn't happen again, so I don't know for certain. Here I decide to use a flash barrier. I've been trying to avoid using my hardware just because I can, because I thought I might need it later, but it's such an easy fix for what's going on up to here. We got 2 piston incinerator corridors, one after another. Makes sense. That's really what you need if you really want to force speedrunners to slow down. I could have handled this a lot faster than I did. There's even a trick that I do later on that I could have used here. Now, I see that that's going into self-destruct. That's obviously to try and slow me down a little bit, but also I knew they were going to drop a deadman switch guard on it, so I was just ready to move forward when that happened. Because that's the main reason you do that. Now, that there, I think, is interesting, because it's clearly just to hide that bolt shot. And I wait a little bit, go down here, and I don't realize that just behind me, where I can't hear, is a deadman switch guard. I'm pretty sure that hollow cube that was hiding the bolt shot is a masquerade, and that guard paths around a little bit, and It takes a little bit to get around there, but not so long that it's going to that the person's going to be like completely through, particularly seeing as they have to deal with the incinerator. That was me messing up. So I was forced to use a flush barrier. I shouldn't have needed it there, but I'm not going to get punished for it. Just triggering these rather than bothering to deal with them properly. That one I'm just gonna go back all the way up so deadman switch can't hit me. There's the deadman switch going off. So I come back up here. Trigger that. I'm fairly confident it's not that triggers the deadman switch guard down the bottom there. And I don't catch it on video, I don't think. You do hear it though. It drops about now. No? Yeah. It drops in the cube directly above me and then blows up there. It's really quite good. I got this double incinerator piston corridor. Just getting rid of the piston on one side so I don't have to deal with it. And now I'm just dealing with the corridor itself. And here's the trick. I used the arc barrier to buy myself time for the sword to recharge and then do the attack from inside the flames, which is something you can do now that the incinerators have a slight time to kill. It is actually quite useful when you're playing Sword and Shield. As I'm backing up, there's nothing really special here, I don't think. I'm just trying to be careful because I don't have Phoenix pods. As I come up here, I see this assassin, I hit it, and then I just run straight past it because no reason not to, because I was about to go around a corner. And that gets me to the end of the outpost, and that is me done in, I believe it was 7 deaths. The number will be correct on the screen. But anyway, that's it from me for today. I will see you next time, which will probably be on the weekend when I'm likely to be streaming the Brutal Queue. Okay, until then.